So the topic of today's talk I find very interesting. It's our perception of reality. So this perception we are able to see very clearly in case of conflicts. So whenever there is a quarrel, अपना झगड़ा हो जाए किसी नाल या किसी होर ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੋ ਕਿ ਉਹਦਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਰਗੂਮੈਂਟ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ. So what happens is that each party thinks that they're right. So me with the kind of work that I do, and sometimes I get to meet both the parties at the opposite ends of a conflict. So it's very interesting for me to observe that both are right at their own ends, with their own processing and with their own understanding and with their own the dynamics that is happening inside them. But both these people, A ਤੇ B ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਲੜਾਈ ਹੋਗੀ, A ਕੋਲ complete view नहीं होएगा situation ਦਾ, थोड़ा view होएगा. B also will not have a complete view. ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ incomplete view ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ conclusions ਬਣਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਉਹਦੇ base ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਲੜਾਈਆਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, and we can go on fighting for years, months, years, days. And the way we are so sure about those opinions. And I feel that's the basis of maybe almost all conflict that takes place. If we could just understand more, maybe all conflict can be resolved. So then conflict can always be about ki, I did not like this thing here, and here I would like to do this. I can choose my actions, choose to act from a place of peace rather than being so disturbed by someone's actions. Say, so I feel ਜਿਵੇਂ ਅਸੀਂ the so-called reality ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ understand ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, our relationships will definitely improve and our life will become much more peaceful and harmonious. So ਉਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਇਹ ਸਮਝਣਾ, I feel that it's very important to understand or to reflect on that what causes this erroneous view or the incomplete view. ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਤੇ ਆ ਜਾਈਏ ਕਿ ਭਈ ਐ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ whatever I am thinking might not be the absolute right. ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਤੇ ਆਣਾ ਪਏਗਾ, ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਦੀ talk would make sense to us. So if we think that we are completely right, ਤੇ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਚ ਕਦੇ ਹੋਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, then there wouldn't be much point in listening further. But if we think that, okay, maybe I don't have the complete picture and there is a scope for doubt. वो कहते हैं, wisdom begins with doubt and fools are absolutely sure. Okay, that's just a saying. I'm not name calling. I've been sure many times myself, so no name calling here. So, but the introduction of some doubt. Okay, on the other spectrum could be people who are so doubtful of themselves. So then they find it very difficult to form any opinion. So both of these are pathological. Being absolutely sure कि मैनू सारा कुछ ही पता है, and then the other spectrum कि मैनू कुछ भी नहीं पता. So we have to be somewhere midway where there is some doubt. Okay. So where do this we go to कि भाई अपने को incomplete picture हैगी है, या our view is erroneous. Where is it coming from? Okay. So we'll go by point by point what could be the factors contributing. पहला फैक्टर जो मैं लगता है ਹੁੰਦਾ है कि अपने अपने ही काफ़ी prejudice ਤੇ कंडीशनिंग्स ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ prejudice ਕੀ ਹੈ कि ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਖਿਆਲ ਬਣਾ ਲਿਆ अपने मन च we are holding that thought inside our mind could be any kind of thought positive as well as negative so uh, positive could be like doctors all doctors are good you know or negative could be like all politicians are bad Muslims are bad. Okay, women are bad. Men are bad. You know, the world is a bad place. So any ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੈਟੇਗਰਾਈਜ਼ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ opinion ਬਣਾ ਲਿਆ ਉਹ prejudice ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ. So our brain classifies information which is received to us and based on our familial and societal conditionings we have those prejudices. So even if we are meeting somebody for the first time we have an opinion about them based on okay so if they are rich or poor or Hindu or Sikh or Muslim or Christian we have our images about these groups of people. So based on that our first interaction will have that screen of prejudice. ਅਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਆਪਣਾ opinion ਬਣਾ ਲਿਆ ਹੁੰਦਾ right so when we become aware of these things so little bit we can move towards freedom and expanding our visions and not being narrow okay so prejudice and conditionings what are the social conditioning what are the beliefs that we are holding so we have to be aware of them when we are meeting a new person for example just watch yourself watch what are the conclusions that you have already made okay the brain is in that way is an efficient machine but which can also be counterproductive it's trying to make our lives better or make us safe so if this information has been fed to them like being around X kind of people is unsafe so our actions are going to come out of that okay the second point is so inside us we have these uh, emotional states like the emotions which are like you know deep buried emotions or ਜਿਵੇਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹੀਏ ਕਿ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਇਮੋਸ਼ਨਸ ਅੰਦਰ ਭਰ ਗਏ ਹੈਗੇ ਉਹ ਇਮੋਸ਼ਨਸ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਊਟਸਾਈਡ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ project is like throwing outwards so it's not that we are just seeing we are also projecting something of us outwards so if a person and you might have seen people like that who are chronically dissatisfied so whenever they meet someone they'll project that onto the other person they feel that person is not good or that person has not done something good or you know or some kind of his behavior mannerisms is not good they'll not like anybody right or most people we project our beliefs also on the other person we look through a layer of projections some people uh, we would make them larger than life उनसे उनमें कुछ भी बुरा नहीं हो सकता ठीक है so they will have all the good qualities in the world लेकिन ऐसा नहीं होता every person is black and white so whenever you are making somebody larger than life उनकी भी कुछ negative qualities ढूंढनी जरूरी है कि आपको क्या लगता है कि इनमें क्या बुरा हो सकता है right mostly in personal interactions so if you are making somebody that this is like absolutely bad person so I am not feeling good inside myself so sometimes what happens in a personal interaction our we got hurt okay so we will project that hurt outside and this person will become completely black we won't be able to see anything good in that person whereas it cannot be true. There will be something good in that person also. तो जिस इंसान में आपको सब कुछ ही बुरा लग रहा है, उसका कुछ अच्छाई ढूंढ लेनी चाहिए अपने आप को बैलेंस करने के लिए, और जिसमें कुछ भी अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है उसमें अगेन कुछ अच्छाई ढूंढ लेनी चाहिए to have a balanced view. So no person can be like completely good and no person can be completely bad, right? So it can be the what has come into your experience. So as we balance ourselves, then we do not form strong dislikes and likes. We are not so polarized in our behavior. Okay. So one is that we are projecting, or we could have prejudice, or third point is that in our close interactions, like in our family settings, what happens is that we have images of all of these people in our mind, जिनसे भी हम frequently meet करते हैं. We have an image of them in our mind. फिर क्या होता है कि the interaction becomes very limited because we are interacting through the mirror of that image. So we have an opinion about that person, maybe, okay, so this person is maybe a bad tempered person. Okay, so we have that image in our mind कि इसको तो बहुत गुस्सा आता है, and he is a bad tempered person. So then what we will do is that we will be trying to compensate, maybe trying to say the right thing in front of that person, और हमारा behavior वहीं पे limited रह जाएगा. And because of the image that we have about that person might also be kind of like forced energetically to behave in the same manner. Okay. So I would encourage all of you also to see like what are you, like the close relationships, what are you thinking about them? Jot down the points, right? And then tear that paper. Because unless you let go of the image of that person that you have in your mind, the person cannot be any different with you. That image will force them also in a way to behave in that way, right? And that doesn't mean that if a person is behaving badly, then I am responsible. I'm not saying that, but I am saying that the path to freedom would be to let go of the images, and a better relationship can result, and the person can change when we let go of those images. Okay. Then another reason for not being able to see correctly is disconnection from one's own self, right? So connection with self means being connected to this vulnerability within us, like we have talked about in the inner child work. So there's a video on inner child also, which is there, which I have made. So when we are connected to our own vulnerability, our own pain, we are able to see other people's pain also. Many insensitive people who are cruel are disconnected to themselves, right? So to understand someone, we need to be connected to ourselves. Only then we will be able to feel what is happening inside the other person and why he is doing what he is doing. And only then we can have a correct understanding of the complete situation. So they say to know ourselves is to know the world, and that's what it means. So when we are connected to ourselves, when we understand from where our own behaviors are coming from, where our own emotions are coming from, then we understand other people also. Okay, so disconnection from self is another point. Okay. So then another point which comes in this is that, so this ego inside us, so there is this identity, I identity, which exists in the mind, and it's like a bunch of thoughts and emotions. So it wants to maintain or increase its identity, or want to feel its I-ness कि मैं हूँ, right? तो वो कैसे feel कर पाएगी? When it can feel superior or even inferior to others. So when we want to feel superior, तो हम उन पे यही आइडियाज प्रोजेक्ट करेंगे कि वो गलत है. So everybody else would be wrong. We would be right. That self-righteous behavior. Okay. Or it could be the I can also derive its identity from self-pity. It's like I am the bad person then. So then everybody else is right. I am the one who is bad. Okay. So all of these would again give a error perception to what is really happening. Okay. So I can give an example. Like for example, some person has this deep emotion of shame within. Okay. And the belief is that I'm not good enough. Maybe that's the core belief. Core beliefs are very deep seated beliefs which we are not aware of, but we are carrying, and life runs according to them. So that's the core belief. So then to this person, maybe another person says that, okay, so maybe this person is involved in some work, and this person says, oh, you have not done this work well, right? And you need to change this. Okay. So this person will perceive it as an attack on him. ठीक है, उसको लगेगा कि ये तो मुझे नीचा दिखाने की कोशिश करी जा रही है, right? And this person will have all these emotions come up. So दो चीजें कर सकता है वो इंसान. Either is going to act out, become very angry. You're always telling this to me. You don't know anything about the work. They will attack. आपको क्या समझ आती है? So that thing, it is possible. Acting out is possible. Second thing is acting in. So this person will become overly depressed. Oh my God, I'm not able to do anything. मेरे से तो ये नहीं हुआ, and this person is not satisfied with me. What's going to happen to me now? Both of these reactions are coming from an error in perception. ठीक है? What would a balanced person do? Balanced person would be, अच्छा ये काम ठीक नहीं हुआ. Let me just look at it. Oh yeah, maybe this could be done this way. Say, okay, yeah, you know what? I'll just go through this and let me get back to you. Okay? And many times we are able to do this in situations which are not personal, but we are just talking about a personal situation here, because in personal situation the deeper stuff comes out. We get really triggered. Okay, so then a simple situation has become complex and complicated because the person himself is acting out and he doesn't know what is happening. जो उसकी inner reality है उसने बाहर project कर दी है, and he thinks the world is thinking. So what he is thinking, it makes him think that the world is thinking that he is not good enough, or he is a bad person. You know, nobody is thinking that, right? So many times the communication goes haywire because the other person does not hear what is being said, or I am not able to hear what is being said, because बीच में इतना सारा static है और इतनी सारी disturbance है कि बात कुछ की कुछ बन जाती है और फिर conflicts होती है, right? So we will talk about the remedies. Okay. Biggest remedy is to have a calm mind. ठीक है. सो जो इमोशन होता है हमारा, वो हमारी इंटेलेक्ट को क्लाउड कर देती है. देन वी टेक एवरीथिंग पर्सनली. Anything happen, we will take it personally. Person might say anything to us. Oh, you know what? Okay, so you'll say, I want this, and the other person doesn't have it. You just take it very personally. Oh, he didn't want to give it to me. He doesn't respect me, doesn't like me. So everything is taken personally. Right? So emotion clouds the intellect, and then the mind is not calm. Mind is like an ocean with the waves in it. Right? So then how will we perceive? Calm mind comes from meditation, right? So do meditate, and there is the video is there. We can watch that and practice meditation daily. Okay? One is this. Then second, of course, is that we have to be in awareness. So when we watch ourselves, when we start watching ourselves, we're able to see many of these processes which happen, and they happen like within seconds many times, and they pass our notice. But as we observe more and more, and we reflect more and more, okay, when this person said this to me, what happened inside me? What did I feel? What was I thinking? Right? Okay, and observing will free you from the dysfunctional emotional state. आप अपने बारे में ज्यादा जान पाओगे अगर आप अपने आप को ऑब्जर्व करोगे। तो अपने आप को ऑब्जर्व करना बहुत जरूरी है। हम इतना सारा ध्यान दूसरों पे डाल देते हैं कि दूसरा क्या कर रहा है, लेकिन हमें अपना 90% ध्यान अपने ऊपर डाल देना चाहिए कि मैं क्या कर रही हूँ, एंड what is happening inside me. When the mysteries to your own behavior are solved, the mysteries to the other person's behavior are also solved. Right? So observation of oneself is very important. Then the third would be to working through our emotions. So inner child work is very helpful there. Connection to the self is very important. Again, inner child work is very important there, where we connect to ourselves. So many times what happens is that the inner child gets hurt by the perceived rejection or the perceived harsh words, and then we act out, or we act in, as in feel very sad inside us. So then if we can speak to our inner child self and calm or heal our inner child self, the emotions would calm down. It's not that the behavior of other person will change and I'm going to feel good. I have to feel good first, right? So working with our emotions is very important. Exploring what are the belief systems that we have, that are also very important. Like explore what are the prejudices that you have when you're meeting somebody new. What are the views with which that you're going, even with the workers that come to our homes. When we expose our own prejudice, when we're just able to see them, we become free of them. Yeah, so that's also very important. So then when we have been hurt, कुछ हुआ, उसके बाद में फिर हम कुछ ना कुछ करना चाहते हैं, हम कुछ कहना चाहते हैं, हम कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं, we want to do something. So उस केस में some of the pointers are that haste, अगर आपको ये ना कि अभी बहुत जल्दी से मुझे ये कहनी है बात, that always comes from emotions. So अगर आपको जल्दी हो किसी चीज की तो रुक जाओ, just wait for some time, watch your emotions, calm down, only then decide to act. ठीक है, फिर हमने ये देखा कि हम कितनी बार हम नैरो होता है हमारा व्यू, हमें सब कुछ दिखता नहीं है, उसके लिए टॉक टू अ न्यूट्रल पर्सन, टॉक टू अ फ्रेंड जो कि आपको एक और व्यू पॉइंट दे पाए, और लिसन टू द पर्सन दैट यू आर एंग्री विद और अपसेट विद, उसका पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू सुनो, calmly suno, so that you act not from assumptions but from facts, that if you felt this, was this the other person's intention? At least hear what the other person's intention are, okay, or explore more or reflect more, just widen your viewpoint, okay. Then another important, I feel, point is that we take responsibility for our behaviors and our emotions. So what happens when we feel bad? तो फिर हम दूसरे पे ये डालना चाहते हैं कि तेरी वजह से मैं बुरा फील कर रही हूँ. Then we want to punish that person or punish ourselves, whatever. So all our emotions are our responsibility. Emotions mostly तभी आते हैं जबकि हम ट्रिगर होते हैं. हम ट्रिगर होते हैं अपने पास्ट experiences के बेस पे, right? So then, like, how will we go on blaming the other person? Whatever we are behaving, take responsibility of that. When you decide to act in a certain way, project it into the future. if you do this, what is going to happen? And whatever can happen, whatever you can think about, just take responsibility for that, take onus for that. Yeah, that also will be widening for us. Yeah. Then I think the last point that I can come to, which is very, very, very important, and I feel very functional way of going about this is, so there are three emotional states in which we can be. Either we can be in a parent state. पेरेंट स्टेट में जब हम होते हैं तो हम बहुत क्रिटिकल होते हैं, हम ब्लेम करेंगे, हम जज करेंगे. यू नो द टिपिकल वुड बी दिस दिस फिंगर पॉइंटिंग एंड जजिंग एंड ब्लेमिंग. ठीक है. चाइल्ड स्टेट में हमको ये चाहिए, आई वांट दिस एंड आई वांट दिस नाउ. ठीक है. हमारी बहुत सारी नीड्स होती हैं जिसपे कि हम कंप्लीटली सेंटर्ड होते हैं. पेरेंट स्टेट, चाइल्ड स्टेट, and what would be the ideal state to be is in adult state. कि when we are balanced, हमें कुछ चाहिए तो कभी हमें पता हो सकता है कि अच्छा ये नहीं मिलेगा, कोई बात नहीं, अभी अभी नहीं मिलेगा. और हमको कुछ बुरा लग रहा है तो हम एक वाइडर व्यू रखें, ना कि सिर्फ हम एक ब्लेम में फंस जाएं. सो बी अवेयर ऑफ विच स्टेट यू आर ऑपरेटिंग फ्रॉम. आस्क योर सेल्फ, किस स्टेट में हूं मैं. तो अगर आप पेरेंट या चाइल्ड स्टेट में हैं और it is increasing the conflict, try to move into the adult state. Have that intention. So adult state ज़्यादा balanced होएगी. ठीक है. So जब आप किसी चीज को इंटेंड करेंगे तो आप जरूर वहां पे पहुंच पाएंगे. Right. So I hope that that this has helped in some way into expanding your view on whatever is happening in your lives, and expanding your understanding of yourself and your own actions and behaviors and emotions. And I feel that as we understand ourselves more and more, we will definitely have more peaceful and harmonious lives.